Hey, Shalom, Israel. It's the brother Yakana from the GMS Houston camp, coming back with another installment of GMS Practicals. And before I get started, as always, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Rakar Kadash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, the men who rule well over Israel. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the potential election of Israel. Shalom. Man, I'm gonna go into this lesson today. Really, this is really geared or aimed at, man, you so-called Christians, man. Y'all, man, you know what? Sadish comes to mind, man. The word Sadish. My people are sottish children, the Most High says, which means stupid. You know, how y'all think, man, that building you go to is the house of the Lord is man, how you even, just had the audacity to say that, man, to come up with that name, and then y'all say stuff like, oh man, we had good church today. The Lord was in the house, boy. We was in the house of the Lord, and the spirit was high, and man, shoot, boy, look at here. The Holy Ghost hit me, and I fell out on the floor, man. But you didn't learn a damn thing, man. You didn't learn nothing, Ain't no wisdom in that, man. But y'all call us weirdos, and we look stupid going out on the highways and byways and doing the actual work. And we deal with reason. We never give opinions. Everything we do, we come straight from the scriptures. You can always hear a Baptist or a Harlot House pimp sitting there when he reads a scripture, and he'll say something like, it is my earnest belief what the writer is trying to say here. Like the writer don't know what the hell he's saying. He's the one that wrote it. No, what he's saying is, this scripture says this, but I'm about to give you niggas my interpretation of it, because I'm trying to get paid here. Simple as that, Whereas when we go out, man, we just give you straight scriptures. And that's where the wisdom can be found, man. Wisdom ain't found in that building that you're sitting in, man. The wisdom is with the prophets, man. Out on the highways and byways, but I'm gonna go into the scriptures, man, and because as always, as all brothers say, man, the scriptures can say it better than we can, And when we make statements like that, we substantiate what we say, In other words, we back it up with the scriptures, not what Uncle Buck said or Big Mama taught us or Reverend Slick Shoe or Reverend whoever said, Once upon a time, that's all I had, bro. I ain't know nothing about no scriptures. Over 10.5 years preaching, and all I could come up with is what my pastor taught me. So-called pastor, Salakia. Not a lick of wisdom, bro. I remember Apostle Tahar saying years ago, I could take you for 6 months. He said this in a video. And in 6 months, you know more than your pastor's ever taught you all these years you've ever been in that Harlot House, man. And I thought about that. I was like, damn. And it wouldn't even take 6 months for what I learned in the Harlot House. Wouldn't take but a week and a half, probably. But like I said, the wisdom is with the prophets, man. That stand in the gates and rebuke. You dig? So I'm gonna bring these scriptures out, man. And the first one I'm gonna bring out, of course, is Proverbs 1:20. And it reads, wisdom cried without. She uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates. In the city she uttereth her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will you love simplicity? And scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. How long, man? Wisdom crieth without, man. She's found in the streets. And that wisdom is this word, man. And it's being brought to you by the prophets in the streets, man. in the chief places of concourse, in the gates of the city, not sitting in a building somewhere, man. You know, not passing around the plate of joy to try to get our pockets fat, man. That's not why we do this. We do this, man, because woe unto us if we don't, man. Paul has said, hey, woe unto me if I don't preach this gospel, man. And woe unto us if we don't. And if we don't put our hand to the plow, as it says in Luke, and taking it off, then we gonna be destroyed. We ain't fit for the kingdom of the Most High. So this is where wisdom can be found, man. But in verse 22, it says, how long you simple ones will you love simplicity? Because niggas wouldn't have it any other way. You know, you want to go in there dressed up in your Sunday finery, sitting there and it's sweltering hot outside. You sit in the AC, got your best little suit on, AC blowing cold. You know, you done got up, went to the water fountain, got you some water. Or you niggas bring bottles of water in there, sit down, drink your water. Sit, get comfortable in the big cushiony seats, man. You know? And you ain't learning nothing, man. You know? But the Most High ain't in that, man. And you simple niggas will sit there, and then all you go in there is saying is, I'm going to give you X amount of dollars. You make me feel good, and we both go home happy. That's simple, man. You know? You niggas love simplicity. Tell me what all I can get, Pastor. Tell me what I can have if I run up there like a jackass and throw a 20 on the floor, on the altar. You know, if we make a big pile of money at the altar, tell us what all we can get. You know, you may as well be on a goddamn game show. Tell them what they won, Johnny. Well, Bill, they won a free trip to the Lake of Fire. They won a missile. Hey, happy dining, man. Bon appetit, nigga. Eat up, because that's what you gonna catch. But niggas love that simplicity, man. And then we out on the blocks, corners, hey, they delight in this corner. You niggas think that's funny and cute, man. Y'all love that. Man, let's go by there and fuck with them niggas on the corner. Let's do that, man. So, man, you niggas look like some punks in them dress. Fuck you niggas. You know, that's all the time, man. But you scorners, you got your place in the Lake of Fire too, man. If you make it that far, you dig? Shit, you might get killed in the race riots, might get thrown in a concentration camp. Shit, you might catch one on a traffic stop next week, you know. You may catch one on a traffic stop the same day you pass by a camp scorning and mocking at the men of the Lord, man. And good for you, man. Good. Shit, that's what you deserve, man. You know, and it says, and fools hate knowledge. Hate knowledge, man. You can't come at a fool with these scriptures and try to get him to understand. He don't want that. Tell him how he can strike it rich, man, by throwing $100 bill on the so-called altar floor, man. That's what he want. You know, and then I'm looking at this right now, Proverbs 1:7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. You know, you have no wisdom and knowledge. You can't even begin to, because you don't fear the Lord. You don't fear the Most High, man. I mean, and that's hey, bro, that's madness, man. You know, hold on a second. Okay, this is Amos 5:10, and it says, they hate him that rebuke in the gate, and they abhor him that speaketh uprightly. See, we're not giving you what your pastor give you, man. We're not giving you that BS. We're bringing the truth of the scriptures out. But you hate us for that. But we also rebuke you. We rebuke you, man. Niggas don't want to be told what to do. Fuck y'all, you can't tell me what to do. We're not telling you what to do. We use the scriptures. Technically, the scriptures are telling you what to do. And what you're doing is wrong. And what you should do to obtain righteousness, man. But you don't want to hear that. All you want to hear is, you know, if you give the Most High's, he's obligated. He's got to give. He's bound by his word. If you throw some money up here, bring some money in, he's bound by his word that he got to pay you back. And he may pay you back, but it might be a payback you don't want, you know. But, you know, hey, man, having been part of that, man, you hear, let's go to the house of the Lord. Let's whip you. That's where you want to be anyway. Even though the scripture tells you he's not in that mess, man. I'm gonna bring out this. This is Acts 17 and 24, and it reads, Yahweh that made the world and all things therein, seeing that he is the Lord of heaven and earth, dwelleth not in temples made with hands. So how did your so-called church house get there? Did you just go poof and it was there? Or did y'all build it? But it clearly says he's not in that, man. But you won't accept that. That's the truth of the scriptures, bro. That ain't us making nothing up. That's in the scripture. But then you call us, you mock and scoff at us for being at the gates of the city in the chief places of concourse. That's somehow wrong to you. Oh, God ain't with that type of mess. Listen to them niggas. Look how they dress. Look at this, blah, 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 blah. Hey, man. But he's supposed to be in your harlot house. Because y'all sitting in there all dressed up nice. And like, you know, y'all actually act like when you go to these harlot houses, who you call God, the Most High, Yahweh, y'all act like y'all doing him a favor just by being there, man. So be it, you know, enjoy yourself while you there, because he ain't. I'm going to bring this out, man. This is Acts 7 and 48 and 49. Howbeit the Most High dwelleth not in temples made with hands, as saith the prophets. Who are the prophets? The men that are out there sighing and crying, man, in the streets. You know, sighing and crying for the abominations thereof, man. You know, who's out there reading the nations as well as the people before a place, the nations, their judgment, man. Who's out there prophesying? The prophets. And we telling you, he ain't in them temples, man. The ones that are made by hand. Heaven is my throne and earth is my footstool. What house will you build me? And that's a question, said the Lord. Or what is the place of my rest? It damn sure ain't in that building where you niggas are dressed up nice, listening to this jackass on the so-called altar telling you how if you throw money up here, you bring in, when they pass the plate of joy, you steadily pumping out money and you can get anything you want, man. Whatever your little heart desires, you can have if you just pay enough money for it. You know, no matter how wicked it is, as long as you paying in, as long as you kicking in bread, you can get whatever you want, man. And we don't teach that, man. We don't teach that nonsense, man. You know. That's why, one more time, we in the gates of the cities, and Amos 5 and 10, one more time. They hate him that rebuketh in the gate, and they abhor him that speak uprightly. We in the gate rebuking, and we speaking uprightly. Your pastor shooting you a bunch of lies, making you feel good. You love him, but you hate them that rebuketh in the gate. And we rebuke out of love, man. You know, love well, starting with the elect right now, you know, but we rebuke out of love, man. Not just to, it ain't to make you feel good. That's for damn sure. We ain't trying to get in your pockets. We'll say that for you so-called pastor, man. He make you feel good, but he really hates you because he ain't telling you the truth. But you hate us for telling the truth and speaking uprightly, man. And if that's you and that's the way you feel about the men of the Lord that bring you the prophecies and the rebuke and all that comes with the word, the laws, statutes, and commandments, if that's you hating us, damn you then, man. Woe unto you, destruction unto you. So that's it, man. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.